difficult to say. I think the victim impact statements, the statement by the prosecutor said it all. And the sentence on count 2 is set by law. I do agree with the sentiment that this is an appropriate sentence in this case. And the sentence on count 2 is not exactly the same as, I mean, count 6 is not the same as far as the mandatory nature of it, but my sentence reflects the seriousness of the offense. It will be within the guidelines, but it does reflect the seriousness of the offense, taking into account the entire transaction and the impact that it has had. So, Mr. Trice, you are ordered to pay $130 to the Crime Victims Fund, $136 in state costs. You are required to register under the Michigan Sex Offender Registration Act and comply with all the requirements of the Act. You are also subject to lifetime electronic monitoring should you be released. And on count 2, you are sentenced to the mandatory sentence of life without possibility of parole. You receive credit for 411 days already served. On count 6, you are committed to the custody of the Michigan Department of Corrections for a period not less than 720 months, that is 60 years, nor more than 1,080 months, that is 90 years. You receive credit for 411 days already served. Those two sentences run at the same time with each other. And Mr. Trice, you have the ability to ask the next higher court to look at your conviction and your sentence on appeal. You may also ask for a lawyer at public expense to assist you in that. If you're doing that, you have to do it within 42 days of today's date. There's a form that you use. We will make sure that it gets into your hands. You should just know that the time period starts running from today. And that will conclude this sentencing hearing.
Brian, may we reverse the bench briefly?
Yes. Okay, that does not conclude the hearing because there was a requested amount in the pre-sentence report for restitution in the amount of $11,300. And my understanding is that the defense has lodged an objection to $10,000 of that for restoration of the alley. I believe that correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the prosecution understands that legally that's probably not supportable, albeit understanding that that was something they wanted to do.
We understand that we'll make the family aware that we were going to ask for it, but we understand that legally it's something the court is likely not going to be able to order, given that the alley is not something we own or are in possession in. But as far as the funeral costs, the urn costs, and the travel costs for Linda's father, AJ, for the funeral, we do believe those correctly would fall under what would be legally properly ruling restitution.
Did you have any objection to that remaining amount of $1,300?
No, thank you.
All right, then that would be restitution in the amount of $1,300 to Almont Smith, and that will conclude the hearing.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.